Hello and welcome. My name is Rochelle Allison, and we're here today to talk about a 6 ways to jumpstart your social media marketing strategy. And so we have 6 ways that I'm going to talk about today. So as you're coming on live today, please be sure and like the post or give me a heart. And then also be sure and comment in the comments if you're with hashtag live, if you're live, or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. Those of you on the replay today, thanks so much for coming on, and feel free to add comments or in the comments or put your questions in there, and I will be checking them. And just as a note, as I always do, I launch a watch party at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So I will be in here in the group, and I will be in here at 8:30 p.m. for the watch party. So if you have questions or comments at that time as well, be sure and make a note there. Hi, Amanda. Thanks for coming on. I'm also live streaming into my business page, Rochelle Allison Coaching. So all of you that are here watching me on my business page, my name is Rochelle Allison, and I've been in real estate as a real estate agent for 15 years and coaching real estate agents to improve their social media marketing, learn about social media marketing to increase their effectiveness with that, and also with running their business. I love, the idea of running your business. We're doing this as a business, not as a hobby, hopefully for most of us. And so how to work smart and get results. So thanks again for coming on. And if you're here, don't forget to give me a hashtag live or hashtag replay and like or heart the post. Okay, so let's jump in to 6 ways to, no pun intended, jumpstart your marketing strategy. I have the first one is, well, it's not super exciting, but it is actually really important because it helps you through the rest of your strategy, is to identify and set your goals. Now, the part of this that most people don't understand, I think, with social media marketing is the types of goals that you can set with your marketing. The first step towards a long-term social media strategy that gives you results is to set your content goals. And when you have those goals in mind, that will help you in planning out the type of content that you want to create. So some possible goals that you could have is increase brand awareness. What's the brand? You're the brand, actually. Yes, your broker has a brand, but you yourself, you have a brand. So you want to increase awareness of your brand. Or another goal could be sales and lead generation. And obviously, that's what we're here for, is to get sales and to generate leads. And so if that's your goal, then your content that you're creating will go in that direction. You could also, another goal is to increase engagement. That's a really good one. And people that engage with your posts will see your posts show up more and more in front of them and your stories on Instagram. Or another goal would be to grow your audience. Get more people. Oops, let's turn that off. Get more people watching your stories. Get more people following you or friending you on Facebook. And then as you grow your audience, you have more people that you are able to get your message out to. So part of this really involves digging deep into your brand values. It all starts with your brand, and people will come to you because of your brand, and your values will show through, and the content that you're posting and the messaging that you're posting. So it's really important to have a really good understanding. That's just the basis of your business, really, and your marketing is what's your brand and your brand values. So then the next step from there is researching your audience and does your audience like? What are they following on Facebook and Instagram? What are they liking and interacting with? So that takes a little bit of research and time, and but it's really valuable when you know that. So all of that, we're still in the the first step, identify and set goals. So when you're clear on your goals and how your content will serve those goals, you get really clear on how to tailor your social media content to meet those goals. For example, let's say you want to convert sales from social media. That's what a lot of people coming into this group want. We all want that, right? Let's get some sales converted from your social media. Then part of your strategy, your posting and content strategy could be moving people to a landing page, providing something of value to people and giving them a landing page that where you can capture their information so that you can continue to follow up with them outside of the social media platform through email and or chatbot perhaps. And but when they go to that landing page, they're getting something of value. So that's just an example of how when you have that goal, that can lead you to have clarity on how to provide content, what kind of content to provide. The other part of setting goals and identifying goals and setting the goals is to keep it simple, and really important is to keep it quantifiable. Setting goals that have numbers attached to them and actions that you take to reach those goals. So that is really key in terms of the goals. And what I always say too is with goals that they should be actionable. So if you're wanting to increase engagement on your posts, then you may be sending messages out, sending direct messages to people that follow you. You may be engaging on their posts. So then you're setting part of a way that you could set a goal is to engage on your feed for 15 minutes a day. Maybe it could be sending out 5 direct messages to 5 different people every day, something like that. So those are clear and quantifiable goals. Okay, so number 2 is to another way to jumpstart your marketing strategy is to study your competition. Okay, let me put a caveat here though. With the algorithm, with social media, when you engage on posts and people engage back with you, Instagram thinks that's your audience and that's who they're going to present your post to. And those are the posts that will show up for you. There's so many posts out there. You follow so many people, especially on Instagram and Facebook. They're both, the same company. And when you engage with those people, that's what you'll continue to see. And when they engage back with you, those people will get that. So if you're engaging, here's a tip, okay? Pay attention. If you are engaging with other real estate agents' posts, and they're engaging back with yours, that's what you're going to have show up on your feed, and that's what's going to show up on their feed. If you're not engaging with non-real estate agents, people that want to buy and sell real estate from you, if you're not engaging on their posts, your information isn't going to show up for them. Okay, so really need to focus your energy on engaging on posts with people that aren't real estate agents. You don't have to follow or be friends with all all of the real estate agents out there. That being said, you still want to know who your competition is and what they're doing. Okay, so let me know if this is making sense in the comments. Is this something new? This might be a little controversial to not follow all the real estate agents. Because if that's who your audience is, that's who you're going to show up to. So let me know if this is like kind of interesting or if you disagree. However, I do want you to know what those top agents are doing when they have posts that are getting a lot of engagement. You want to study that, see what they're doing, and perhaps you can learn something from that and model that. Okay, model what they did. Look at what worked. What was in the caption? How did they start their caption? What was the headline? What did you feel as you were reading that? And sometimes you can model some of that. Did they have, if it's on Instagram, did they have hashtags? The picture, what was the picture of? Was it of them? Was it of clients? Was it a house? Was it a graphic? Things like that. Study and see what people are engaging with. And then you also want to test it for yourself and see, is that something that would resonate with my people that I am that's my audience that I want to have as clients. So that's number 2. Study your competition, see what they're up to. Are they doing video? Doing lots of video. Okay. So that's number 2. Moving on to the third way to jumpstart your marketing strategy this year. And that would be to plan out your social media content. So get a plan. And when you're clear on what your goals are, you and what your brand is, what your voice and your messaging is, then it is easier to do this. But what I want you to do first is to take a look at the content that you do have. Now, if you're brand new and you haven't put any content out there about real estate, this step might be something for you to do in the future. But if you have been putting content out there, and I want you to look at that and really take a serious look and see what posts have worked and what hasn't worked. And look at what worked and try and get an understanding, okay, what about that worked? What did people like about that? What do you think people liked about that? And I know for me, when I post pictures of myself, I get a lot of engagement on that. And I know for some people, it's like they don't want to put pictures of themselves. They put pictures of the houses, they put pictures of their clients. But actually, my dogs too get a lot of engagement too. So if that's what people like, give them what they like. Okay. Thank you. Happy to hear that it's good information. And I hope that you take something away from today. That is my intention, that, I'm here to teach and train. I also coach real estate agents on their social media. At the end, stick around. I'm going to be announcing in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be launching a 30-day boot camp. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that at the end. So please hang around so I can tell you about that. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. So thanks for coming on today and joining us. I always like to take a quick peek because I'm live streaming to my business page as well. And that's something that I started doing recently, and doing the stream on the business page as well. So I like to just double check that and make sure we're not getting any questions there. Okay, I got the post up here. And we'll see. Okay. All right, good. Okay. So engagement too. Oh. So if that's what people like, I got the post up here. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for hanging in there with me. All right. So if you have any questions, please post in the comments, and love to get engagement in here from you. What is interesting to you? What are you not sure about? What are you not sure about doing? I'm always curious about video. Some people, or posting pictures of yourself. A lot of people don't want to do that. Okay, so planning your content. First of all, is doing the audit, see what worked, what didn't work, and then and the stories too. So when you're doing stories, you can see how many people are seeing them. Did the numbers go up on certain stories? When you did a series of in a story, did people continue to watch the whole thing? All these different things really help you understand how people are engaging with your content, so that you can learn from that and tailor your future posts. So let's see. If you're wanting to improve brand awareness, look at your follower content. This is an example. If you, for one goal, if that was your goal, is to improve brand awareness, look at your follower content on each platform, and look at you can see when you have new followers come because of some posts. And then promotional content should be on brand and true to your voice. So if you're promoting something, if you're going through the know, like, and trust factor on your posts, and you're getting to something where you're selling, where you're really promoting something, is that going to resonate with your audience? Is it true to you and authentic to your voice? So knowing your brand voice and having that brand voice come through in your posts, you'll have a better understanding of your audience, will have a better understanding of who you are. And when you know who your audience is, like, you really know who they are, what do they follow, what do they engage with on other brands, on other posts, what do they like? Do they like the memes? Do they like the inspirational posts? Then you can create content, and that's easier to do that. So once you do the audit and you know what posts did well, yes, you want to do more of those types of posts. So then it's taking a content. So it's looking at a month, really a month at a time, and saying, what do I want to focus on? What message do I want to put out there this month? We're shifting out of our stay at home for most of the states. So it's like, okay, what kind of message do I put out there? Do I talk about the numbers? Do I talk about sellers, getting your house ready to sell, inventory's low? And so doing, a series of posts about that. And that's really getting the trust factor out there, the know factor, and getting people to know what you're doing. I talked about this yesterday on the post, the know, like, and trust. So if you want to get some more information about that, check out my post from yesterday in the group here. So that's really looking at the month as a whole. And here's a tip. Here's another tip. You do not have to post every single day on Instagram. Now, when I'm saying posts, I'm saying the posts that are in your feed. Instagram stories, on the other hand, that is the place that I would encourage you to post every day. And the Instagram stories are much more fun, casual on Instagram, and but a lot of people actually only watch the stories. So those, you can have some planned posts for your stories and whatever's happening right now. Really being intentional about posting in there. Let's see, I got a question. Am I streaming from my personal to my business page? No, actually what I'm doing is I am streaming using some software called StreamYard. So I do pay a small fee each month for StreamYard, and I post into this group. And now you'll notice, you may have noticed that the posts are a little bit different in here for the the this weekly live show. Sorry. So you can get the reminder on there. And I'm still thinking about maybe going back to doing the event and this as well, experimenting with seeing where I get the most most people showing up. So it's using that software where it can stream out to multiple pages. So it can go to my business page, it can go to my personal page, it can go to this group, and depending on how many you want to do at the same time, it could go to YouTube as well. But when you, I think when you can stream up to five different destinations, it's like $49 per month. I do 2 at a time. I think it's $25 a month. There's a free version of it that where you can stream to one location. So it's kind of a fun software. I like it. I use it also, kind of getting off on a tangent here, but it is related to one of my Jumpstart strategies. I do use StreamYard because I do a live show on Thursdays for my personal real estate business. And I do that to my personal page and to my real estate business page. So I find that more people see it on my personal page, and I still want to put it on my business page, my business real estate page. So just a side tip that is part of my strategy for my personal real estate business is doing a weekly live show. Okay, let's go back to and finish up and the planning your social media content. And so it's really about sitting down with a calendar and plotting out the days, a whole month at a time, and looking and see, maybe on Mondays you do a motivation Monday, maybe you do some, motivational quote. And once you know that that's what you're going to do every Monday, it's like, oh, okay, well, you could even, plan those out and schedule those posts for yourself. Keep in mind, you can use the scheduling software for your business page. We can't schedule for our personal profile on Facebook. Okay. So moving on to number 4 is creating shareable content. So Instagram in particular, you can share, people in your audience, when they see your posts, they could share your posts. They could share it to a story, and that. So when people share your posts, that shows up in the story, someone else has it, and there's a tag that brings them back to your original post, and people can see your profile and like that. This is amazing. Okay. So that's actually one of the things that Instagram really rewards you in terms of the algorithm, and when they see that people are sharing your posts on their own timelines or their stories, then it boosts your engagement rate, and Instagram will put your post out to more people. So that is something that is really cracking that code for shareable content. What is something that your audience really wants and finds helpful? They might save it, and you might give them a clue to share it. Share it if you know somebody that would be interested in this, or share it in your stories. Sometimes you can encourage that too in your caption as well. So now it's like, well, what's shareable content? So again, this is another experiment. And if you do this experiment, you will increase your engagement as well. So it really gets 2 benefits from doing this. And what I want to tell you about is, how do you figure out what do they want to know? What do they want to know? What would they really want to know about? So if you don't know, you ask them. And on Instagram, in the stories, those are really engaging. You can also create it on Facebook, ask the question, have people comment, and it's just asking them, what do you want to know about? What are your questions? In Instagram, you can create stories with the stickers, keep people engage with that, or just have them message you and asking the questions. So when people do that, when they engage with those things, then Instagram will continue to serve up your posts, your content, and put it in front of them because they've engaged with your content. So Instagram thinks, well, these people like your posts, they like you. They're going to continue to show your posts to them. So it's twofold. You get the information from them and they're engaging with you. So then your posts will continue to show up with them. It's all about the engagement, folks. All about the engagement. And how do you create that engagement? It's all these different things that we're doing here. So that's a really fun way to find out what do they want to know and getting on that path to creating content that is shareable. Okay, so let's go on to number 5, using hashtags. Jumpstart your social media strategy. Well, this is just really for Instagram because Facebook doesn't really get any results from using hashtags. But on Instagram, you can get big jumps in your reach if you have a good hashtag strategy. Hashtag strategy is a whole session in and of itself. I did a session quite a while ago on hashtags, and I have more updated information. I'm going to tell you about that in a moment, how you can learn more about really in depth on hashtags with me. But hashtags is the magic formula for increasing your reach. And when you have a post that's popular and takes off with some good hashtags, Instagram will put your content out to more people like the ones that have liked that liked and engaged with your posts. So that's number 5. Number 6 strategy is get on video. Jumpstart your social media marketing strategy on video, with video. People want to see you on video. And so it's really looking at, what do you want to say to your audience? Have fun with it. Have a little bit of fun, with your, especially on your Instagram stories. It's like yesterday I did a post of my silly dogs that won't come in the house when I call them to come in. And I had, people that actually like that kind of content. Okay. So that's the part of the know, like, and trust is probably the like factor, increasing the like factor. When people see that, they see I like dogs, I have fun with my dogs. And then there's also the videos where with me educating my clients about the home buying process. Right now on my my personal Instagram that I use for my real estate sales business, I'm doing a home refresh challenge. And so I'm getting on video and showing people what I'm actually doing. I have a challenge for my followers to do on refreshing their home, but I'm also doing it myself. So I'm getting in the stories to show people how I'm doing that. So it's like, so that's a little bit more about trust. And you can also do so much with videos. You can do some, little excerpts of your showings. It doesn't have to be super long. You just get started with a little bit and get more confident and have a little bit of fun with it too. Let your personality come through. So videos, you could focus on buyers, on sellers. Let's say you get a question, you answer somebody's question, and that question comes up a lot. Jump on a video and talk about it. Okay. All right. So bonus. I usually have a bonus. I like bonuses. Everybody likes bonuses, right? So hang out just a couple more minutes. I want to tell you a little bit about my 30-day boot camp that I'm launching in a couple of weeks. So the bonus way to jumpstart your marketing strategy. And I don't see very many people doing this. And it's so powerful. And it's actually really efficient. Helps you maximize, get the most out of your content, is to repurpose your content. Okay. You do a post maybe on Facebook. Let's say you do a video. Did you know you can download that video? You can save that video. You could put it up on YouTube. You can post it on IGTV. You can put it on LinkedIn. Okay. Throw that video up everywhere and milk it for everything you got. All right. And so that is a little bit about repurposing your content. If there's a post that really got a lot of engagement on like your Instagram, maybe you take a look at that content and say, okay, do I put that on LinkedIn? Do I put something different on Facebook with that? Put on your business page or your personal page or both, and sometimes you space out where you post it. It's all about maximizing getting the most for your money with that. Okay, so that was the 6 ways and the 6 ways and the bonus to jumpstart your social media marketing strategy. We talked about identifying and setting your goals, studying your competition, build a content calendar. That one takes a little bit of work. But when you do those initial steps, building your content calendar is so much easier. Create shareable content. Figure out what do people want to know, and create content that they want to share using the hashtags on the Instagram. And I love it when I get a hashtag live or hashtag replay from you in the comments. Thank you very much. Get on video. Hello. This is what I'm doing every week in here, getting on video, and then repurpose your content. So repurpose your content to put it out there on multiple platforms. Do you have a blog? Do you have an email list? Send it out in the email. So many ways. And what you do is you get that checklist and you check it off. And you do all these things and get your systems in place to repurpose your content easily. Okay, so all these things, 6 ways to jumpstart your marketing strategy. I would love to know from you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Post in the comments which one resonated with you. Which one are you seeing that you need to work on? Okay, what are you going to do to jumpstart your strategy? Or did something I say, did a light bulb go off for something else for you to do? I would love to hear from you. Post in the comments. And what I want to share with you is in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be launching a 30-day boot camp. And for those of you that are brand new in real estate, those of you who have been in real estate for a while and you're still trying to figure out this whole social media thing, I'm going to be doing a 30-day focus on Instagram, things that you learn, most of you can apply to Facebook, and we're going to do a boot camp. And what you're going to learn about is, what's your strategy? What is your brand strategy, I should say? And what's your brand voice? Because from there you'll learn, what am I saying? What is my message? And how is it going to resonate with my audience, with people that are following me? So you're going to know what to say because of your brand, and you're going to learn how to create a content calendar for the whole month. Learn how to do it easily so that each month you just go through the process. Boom, boom, boom. You're not waking up every day thinking, oh, what am I going to post today? Do you guys go through that? What am I going to, I know I need to put something out there. What am I going to post? We're going to have it where you create your own calendar and you're going to know what to say every day, or every day that you're posting anyway. Grow your audience and engagement. That's what it's all about, is growing your audience and engaging with them, getting them to engage and see your content so that it shows up for them regularly. All these things you're going to get and more. So I'm going to be telling you more about these as the days go by. But I just wanted to give you a quick preview about that. If you, for a small fee, because we're going to be in a separate Facebook group, and we're going to get personal attention from me. So, and I want you to have the most success. So if you're interested in the information, and you want to get on the wait list to get the info, give me a comment in the comments and comment boot camp. We're going to do a boot camp, and we're going to have fun, and you're going to get results, and it's going to be quick, easy, and effective things that you can do to grow your business and get more business. So if you are interested in that, I would love to have you in our boot camp coming up in a couple weeks. Hey, Amanda, work on your videos and marketing on Instagram as well as Facebook. Yeah, that's all of that. That's all what you talked about. Working all of that. So let me know for a small fee. I'll be doing this 30-day boot camp, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna get results, and we're gonna have personal coaching from me in a separate Facebook group to do this for 30 days. All right, so keep coming back to this group. I'm going to be having daily tips, daily strategies every day between now and when we start the 30-day challenge. So you'll start to get a feel for what we're going to be covering in the challenge, in the boot camp, sorry. And but the benefit of being in the boot camp is you get personal attention from me. You can ask all your questions as we're going through the content. All right, you guys. So that is it for today. 6 ways to jumpstart your marketing strategy. I will be back here live, between now and next week anyway, but for sure next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central Time, May 26th. Oh my gosh, we're coming up on the last week of May. Can you believe it? All right, have a great week. Let me know if you want to join the boot camp, comment boot camp, or send me a message. And we're starting the 30-day on June 1st. It's a new month, great time to start, right? So if you want to keep watching, I'll have some more information about that. All right, you guys, have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon.